On January 15, 2024, a Lake County deputy in Groveland, Florida, conducted a traffic stop that ended in custodial arrest. The legal questions raised by this 8-minute encounter reach into 4 Supreme Court decisions and 4 Florida statutes.
You got your license, registration, proof of insurance. So the reason why I'm stopping you is your registration is expired on this vehicle.
Are you serious?
Last month it expired.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Your license?
I don't have it.
You don't have
I don't have a license.
You don't have a license? Okay, so why are you driving?
Because I had to go to work and I'm behind on bills and my husband is working and I had to go to work and I'm behind on bills and so I drove and then I got sent home because I'm sick and home.
Okay, so
My mask on though so I don't take the sick because you're all up in the window.
what's your social? Alright, hang tight for me, okay? Step out of the vehicle, okay? Huh?
Am I going to jail?
Yes, you will be going to jail.
Can I let my husband know?
I will call him. Is he on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to jail.
So I'm going to have you step out. Put the phone right there. Put it on speaker.
I told you, listen, it's going to be fine. It's not the first time I've been to jail. I'm just saying. Okay, I told you where the car was. If you could just come pick... Can you turn the car off there? Okay, relax. Baby, you're on speaker, so just relax. I told you where the car was, so if you could get an Uber and come pick up the car. Okay?
I'm going to walk you back here real quick, and then I'll talk to him, and then I'll turn off the vehicle.
Can you just grab the phone? I'm going to hang up with him because he's at work at the same time. I told you where the car was, okay? So I have to go, and I'll call you whenever I can. Love you. Bye.
I don't know where you're going to be.
What jail am I going to be
You're going to be
at?
at the Lake County Detention Center in Tavares, okay?
Lake County Tavares?
Yes, sir.
Can I bail her out today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you, wait. Can you explain to him exactly where the car is? Because I don't really know. We just moved here, so.
Yeah. So let me get you back here.
And then if you can get my bag before you leave so I have to bring all the stuff. It's so slippery.
You gotta be careful. Are you there? Hello? I think you hung up.
Just saying. It's,
Oh, maybe that's why.
oh, yeah. Press speaker.
You there?
He said yes, sir.
Where can I go to? I'm sorry, I'm like a little freaking out because I'm just so upset at her now.
Okay, listen, so the car's going to be at Shell on 50 in Groveland. There's only one Shell in Groveland, so it's on State Road 50, okay? So that's where the car's going to be, and you can pick it up from there, right?
It's connected to the Bluetooth again. Just put it, that might be better. You have to put it up here.
Can you hear me? Okay, so it's going to be at the Shell gas station on State Road 50. So the phone keeps connected to the Bluetooth in the car. Yeah, the key's going to be in the... I'll put the key in the gas cap so you can come pick up the car, okay? How long are you going to be? Okay. All right. Where are you coming from? Okay.
Can you just tell him one more time where I'm going to be in jail at?
All right, so yeah, she wants me to reiterate to you that she's going to be out at the Lake County Detention Center. I'm gonna go close everything up real quick, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then I'm gonna come back.
Can you grab it's the green bag, the passenger seat. It's my bag with all my stuff in it.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have you step out so I can pat you down real quick.
And I want to bring my phone too.
Yes, so the
just
phone
put it in
and
the
your bag, all that's gonna come. So,
Turn around.
yep, turn around for me. Just make sure you don't have anything on you. Okay, get back there. That's right here. Maybe on the left, and she has already been arrested for it before. So you check David, his ID card only.
The stop rests on Warren versus United States, 1996. Any observed traffic violation supplies probable cause. An expired registration is a per se violation under Florida Statute 320.07. Under 6 months is an infraction. Over 6 months is a misdemeanor. The 1-month delinquency here is fine only. Standing alone, it does not support custodial arrest. What transforms the encounter is the driver's disclosure. Under Florida Statute 322.03, driving without a valid license is a second-degree misdemeanor. Records confirm a prior Lake County arrest for the identical offense. This elevates exposure and changes the calculus. Florida Statute 901.15 authorizes warrantless arrest for any misdemeanor committed in an officer's presence. Constitutional authority comes from Atwater versus Lago, Vista, 2001. Custodial arrest is permissible even for fine-only offenses. The pat-down before transport is authorized by United States versus Robinson, 1973. A full search follows any lawful custodial arrest. The purse inventory falls under Illinois versus Lafayette, 1983. Property accompanying an arrestee may be searched at booking. The deputy's contraband warning invokes Florida Statute 951.22. Introducing controlled substances into detention is a third-degree felony. This warning is not legally required. It is best practice. It gives the arrestee a final chance to disclose before inventory triggers felony exposure.
So I checked David, and she's got a previous arrest in Lake County for driving without a license. So the driver. It happens. So the driver for this is on his way to come get it. He says he's 5 minutes down the road. And I got the key. I'll hold on to the keys. So I don't know if you want to hang tight and wait.
Yeah, I'll wait for you. I got the key.
Okay. And I'll move so you can. So this is everything that's going right. Your purse.
Yes.
So what's in here?
There's nothing.
Nothing in here. Okay, because I want you to get introduction of contraband, or we go inside there and there's nothing in here.
There's Tylenol. That's it.
Huh?
There's a Tylenol bottle.
Tylenol. So if you've been arrested before, yeah, driving without a license. So why do you keep driving without a license if
This is
you've
my
been
second
arrested?
time. Well, I wasn't arrested for it last time.
The central legal issue arises after handcuffing. The deputy asks why the subject continues driving without a license. Miranda versus Arizona, 1966, requires warnings before custodial interrogation. Both custody and interrogation must be present. Custody is clear. The subject is handcuffed in the patrol vehicle. Interrogation is also clear under Rhode Island versus Innis, 1980. Innis defines interrogation as questioning likely to elicit an incriminating response. Why do you keep driving? Meets that standard squarely. Berkemer versus McCarty, 1984, permits pre-custody traffic questioning without warning. But Berkemer's protection ends at handcuffs. The transcript shows no Miranda warning at this point. Any resulting statement is presumptively inadmissible under the exclusionary rule. Practical impact is limited because license records alone prove the charge. But Missouri versus Seibert, 2004, cautions against casual post-arrest questioning. The deputy earns an A-. Legal basis, solid. Tactical approach sound. Demeanor professional. 1 Miranda gap, prevents a higher grade. The subject earns a C+. Cooperation was exemplary. But repeat violation and waived Fifth Amendment protections cost significant points. The Lake County Sheriff's Office earns a B+. Training is visibly functional. The Miranda gap is a training opportunity, not a systemic failure. 3 lessons emerge. For officers, the moment handcuffs close is the moment Miranda attaches, not one question later. For citizens, the Fifth Amendment protects silence even during cooperation. Answering commands does not require self-incrimination on the underlying offense. For departments, the pre- to post-custody transition is where most Miranda violations occur. Targeted training on this boundary prevents suppression motions. A practical note for drivers in similar circumstances. License suspension or revocation has lawful remedies, hardship permits, reinstatement procedures, payment plans. Driving unlawfully between offenses guarantees the next stop becomes the next arrest. The cycle only breaks through the statutory remedy process. The outcome of this case remains unknown at time of analysis. Public records and court searches returned no matching file. Based on the statutory framework and on-camera admissions, a plea under 322.03 is the most probable disposition. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.
Just give it a push.
Oh, okay.
But it's just worth trying because I guess sometimes people have to do what they have to do.
Alright, so I'm gonna put this all in the back so it doesn't
And
slide
then
around.
before I actually go, and like, because when I went to jail last time, it was in Polk County, and you were able to call people and book it. Is that how it works here too?
Yes. So same way as Polk County, you get booked in. Once you get fingerprinted and take a picture and everything, you go in the cell, you make a phone call, and you be able to find out.
Before I actually go in, like, could I be, because we just got our numbers changed, and I don't know if it's one of my
They'll
I would be able to
yeah.
write it down.
So in the beginning stages of it, they'll allow you to go through your phone and get all your numbers out. So you'll have it before you go in to start making your phone calls. Okay.
Okay, thank you.